Hello, everybody. This is Peter Palmiotti, and this is my day 70, my 100 days of making my anthology story for the THEE100s Book 2 anthology. Had some problems previously with, in the last video of the 100 days, issue with the audio, and I thought of re-uploading it, but I was like, it took so long. I just had to move forward. And that's what I did. I wanted to tweak this. So, in that video, I did some shout outs and sort of apologized that because I was like, hey, I did a shout out of you and I screwed it up. But then I uploaded me inking an Aquaman piece talking about my early career days. And whatchamacallit, yeah, I think that went over pretty good. One of my friends, subscribers, suggested a topic which I'll get into on a future episode. I'm kind of wondering how am I going to fit in the lettering without covering important aspects of the art. Curious problem for future video. Oh, so I tried to do a Studio Synergy yesterday, and for whatever reason, things once again weren't working for me. Had an issue with the Hangouts. So that's why first thing today, I was like, let me see if they work. And if they work, I'm just going to do this video as a Hangout. Turn off the chat. I just gotta get work done today. Enough messing about. So as long as the cats will cooperate, I'll get today's video done. Yeah. I sort of had some work developments, which I'll also talk about in one of the upcoming videos. But, I'm focused on getting this story done. Mike Emmerich, who's editing book is asking for the final story to look over script, make sure that all lines up, no errors, and I'll probably be finalizing the script this week. It's hopefully kind of an interesting, different take. It's not a typical comic story. But yeah, this episode I wanted to do a couple of shout outs. Not give you a whole history of these people, but they have all done the 100 Days of Making Comics challenge created by Kevin Cross. They have done it successfully enough to be joining us in the Anthology, and they are all small channels like myself. So I want to give them a little shout out so you can go check out their channels, check out their work. They're all good friends of the fellow THEE100s. And who do we got on the list? We got Abiel Parsons. Previously, Abiel went by Abe Sapien, which, if you know Hellboy, you know the character Abe Sapien. It's kind of close to his name, I guess. He went by that. But now he's, of course, the social networks, trying to get his real name out there. And he does incredible work. I really, really, really love what he does. He's great at design, man. I get a feeling that he's going to be really blowing up. So I suggest, I'm not sure if it's, I think it might be a new YouTube channel, but I posted a link in down below. And you can go check out some of his videos, but I say go follow him on Facebook, go follow him on Instagram. That's where he posts a lot of artwork. And I know he's done traditional and digital. I've seen a lot of drawings for his anthology story, and I'm excited to see how it shapes up. He's been mostly posting his progress on Instagram and in the Facebook Anthology group. I'm not sure if he's in the regular posting in the regular THEE100s group, but I believe so. All three of these people that I'll be mentioning, all the links are below. Can be found in the regular THEE100s group. So if you become someone who does this crazy comic book challenge, you can find them there. But take some time, subscribe to their YouTube channels, help them grow their audience, and yeah, so we can get more amazing people, amazing artists out there. And I'm really looking forward to their stories as well. So next we got Dave Hingley. I believe he's from England. Don't quote me on that. I should really do some research, shouldn't I? But Dave's a great guy, and he's doing a weekly report, much like the next fellow, Matthew Enstrom. So if you haven't heard of these three, definitely go check out their YouTube channels so you can watch their progress from the beginning. But I like Dave's work, and he's a very cool guy, and just plugging away at his story, and same thing with Matthew Enstrom, doing a weekly update. I know Matthew's trying to really grow his YouTube channel. He was on the Artcasters, Joshua Campbell, Scott Circlin, and they talked about, how a new channel can grow, and he's been doing some indie comic reviews, and he's also doing a art check with some weird fool as I call him. Some might call him a alien. So yeah, Matthew, I think is secretly a stand-up comic. Right, he likes to do voices, and he has a comic out, and he's working on a story, and yeah, just newly trying to build his channel. So definitely go give him a watch. It's important. I mean, I know that we can't do this without friends, without fellow peers. It just isn't. Nothing is done alone in the sense of getting the word out that, hey, I make videos too, and I'm hearing things. Yeah, I'm definitely grateful for all my subscribers, but it wasn't without a lot of other people plugging me along the way. So I definitely want to do it for these guys, and there's so many other artists in our group, our ever expanding group. I think we got at least one new person I haven't seen before in the group. Actually inspired by Abiel Parsons to join the THEE100s challenge. I forget his name. I believe he's Spanish. You know, maybe at some point somebody will do a full list of who's taking the challenge currently. I know I attempted it back in the day when I was sort of managing the group. I since went and passed the mantle over to Mike Emmerich, who's managing both groups, the Anthology group and the regular THEE100s group on Facebook. And he's doing a bang-up job. It's like somehow I never had enough time to do anything fancy there. I did try to keep a current list of who was taking the challenge and what day they were at. But obviously, if anybody's doing the Anthology contest, well, just working on their anthology story, they're technically on day 76 today. I've been trying to figure out how I am going to catch up. I'm definitely getting this day up. And I'll probably be catching up tonight, although don't quote me on that. I'll definitely be back tomorrow with a lot of catch-up videos. I'm not sure of my format, but I don't love doing this because I can't control the camera other than what you see. That's kind of annoying. I will be getting a camera upgrade, but I still won't be able to control the camera to like flip it upside down. I mean, right side up and so forth. But yeah, in regards to like, it's really, everything is really just word of mouth as far as independent creators getting their voice out there. And in a large part, that's why I created the other channel on YouTube. If you didn't already know, I have a group, creator owned, sort of expanded the name a little bit. It's creator owned comics group. And I have a YouTube channel, creator owned comics. I decided to call it. I could always tweak it down the line, but just going by that. And I'll get a video up this week for that channel. I plan to at least start it slowly until we get things organized. Right now, it's just me spearheading it. But I want to do something just, more than just the group. It's like there's a lot of regulars that post, and give them a place to have a voice for those not interested in becoming YouTubers. There's plenty of those comic creators. Um, there was a clock on this thing. I'll make up the time, whatever this works out to be. But yeah, it's important to spread the word of anybody's work. If you love their work, then let people know. I mean, it's easy as that. Plenty of people have talked about me, and I'm eternally grateful to everyone. And I spread the word about other people as much as I can. I share Kickstarters and Indiegogos and just like people with new comics out in the store or whatever. I share around. Usually on Twitter. Twitter is good for that. Come on. Cat hair everywhere. So I'm still just waking up here in lovely Kentucky, the bluegrass state. I'm still looking for the bluegrass. So I know a while back I mentioned doing 100 days of interviews, and that crashed and burned. Like I just mentioned, I'm going to get a camera upgrade. I'm also get better lighting in here, because I know, this camera, it's pretty decent. But much like any camera, if you have better lighting, then the picture becomes sharper and you can see more detail. It's just a little bit scratchy inks, so really only a high-res scan is going to capture everything. But yeah, it's my goal. I said this before. It's like I got to get things on track this week. That's the other stuff is happening or not happening, and I really got to get on the ball. I posted a quote I came up with this morning. Embrace your inner greatness, and it's like, feel like I've been stumbling too much. It's like maintenance. I got nothing wrong with my place. They're not coming here. Yeah, I don't feel like I've been doing my best. I feel like, I'm stumbling a bit. But as far as me being a YouTuber, I do want to deliver a better product, better content, and so that's in development. I will be getting a better camera, better lighting. I do want to get on my retro comic, which I haven't done as much as I wanted to, and probably do a retro report tomorrow, Wednesday for sure. I should probably make it New Comic Wednesday. What's up, Ripley? Ripley's trying to get my attention. So what I'll probably do is, when I finish this page, I'll scan it. I'll post in the group, but I'll also try to post it to my Instagram, because I know, like, my Kindle, much like my camera for doing this, my Kindle doesn't really capture the work I'm doing. And maybe in some ways that's good. And just, I'm hard on myself. Much like many artists I know. But we'll get it there. I need to whip out my other brush. Probably won't do it now. So yeah, there's a little more working out the bottom panel. It's the griffin surrounded by members of the tribe. Yeah, like I said before, I hope I could fit lettering on this page without taking away from the artwork. But lettering is important. And, I've looked at millions of comic pages, and I could always pick out what's wrong. Don't necessarily have the experience behind me as far as laying out where lettering should go. Although, I did kind of a little bit of that back in the day at Valiant production, kind of sort of with lettering. It was mostly just a background anchor there. But I worked with some amazing artists. Meep meep. Somebody honking the horn. Got woken up by Raven this morning. She's like, meow, let me out, meow. They can be insistent. So yeah, I mean, since I'm bullheaded and really want to stick to a video a day for this anthology story. Hence I always feel like I'm behind. But it's silly, really. Because, technically I'm kind of on track. And, I'm feeling the pressure of the end already. Because there was so many other things I wanted to get done, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the Kickstarter. And some days I wake up and I can't seem to grasp my work. It's like struggling with it, but you do your best. You wake up, you do your best. And I will catch up today, tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. And I'll be on track with everybody else finally. And then I'll really focus on getting my content better. It's like when I just do this kind of thing, like off the top of my head, it never ends well. I mean, it's not as good as like if I actually give it some thought and make a bullet list. It's as simple as that. Just like having a couple of things I want to talk about. This, I definitely want to mention those three fellas. Um, and just really, like, when it comes down to it, um, everybody's dependent on word of mouth. A lot of a lot of superstars that have made names for themselves, like sort of the celebrities who aren't really officially celebrities, do controversial stuff, and that's not what we do. We make art, and we talk about art. We talk about the process. We talk about tips. Um, we're all just good people trying to do what we love, and um, so we're not going to get a little news blip. We're not going to get talked about in the rag papers, which is good. Yes, Ripley. Ripley's trying to get my attention. She's clinging to the screen door. I'll stop this video coming up and go grab some breakfast. About the only breakfast I had thus far is some coffees to wake up, which I'm still kind of not fully awake. It's some mornings are like that. But yeah, I want to do another video with finish the Aquaman pinup. And somebody mentioned I didn't show the whole thing, so I'll make sure to show off the whole piece. I do want to work on. I want to just work on being a better artist and being a better YouTuber. Um, and making more art. And I mean, I always intend to, and everything sidelines me. But at the end of the day, I'm a freelance artist, comic maker, and yeah, I want to post on Instagram and my Facebook and build my audience everywhere. Not everywhere, but like specifically YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, I got a decent sized audience on Facebook, and could always be bigger. But I want to do things better. I want to present things better. So we shall see how it turns out. But yeah, There's this guy, Anthony Moore, who is his comic company is Limitless Comics, which Limitless, I love that movie. I love the TV series. So I'm 100% behind that. That we haven't reached our limit. We are on limitless as to independent comics and their full potential. You know, I always believe that, like, us creators, all of us can make a good living at this. And it's my intention to show that to others. And I've had too many things go wrong in the South um, this past year. But I'm going to rise above, make it happen. Like I believe we all can. Um, so not too long ago, Marshall Lee did a video about making money in comics, and as a fellow commented, like I shared the post and somebody commented on it that they could say it better. I think his name is Matt. What did I do? I don't know. Matt Campbell, maybe? Anyway, he wants to come on for an interview. And yeah, I want to get back to doing interviews. And, I'm not a hardcore interviewer, but, I used to have my own podcast. There's that to remember. Independent Road. And so I want to get back into it. I mean, that's part of the reason behind create our own YouTube channel now. Getting more of these creators' voice out there and getting them seen by more fans. And helping in some way, finding some way for me to help the industry as a whole. Like, if we could all give ourselves a little bit, definitely helps. There's more and more people reviewing independent comics, both on YouTube and websites and just blog posts about it. Because it's all too easy to, not get seen, to just like put out a book and disappear. Really wanted to also do a shout out to my friend Randy Bishop, who's the creator and publisher of Hawk of New York, which I assisted on the last issue 6. and I'll be working again with him on issue 7, I believe. Right now he doesn't have all the time in the world to work on his comics, so his current output is a book a year. But it's, hey, you can really make a presence with just a book a year. He's a great guy, and I loved working for him, and look forward to working with him again. Time Bomb Studios or Time Bomb Comics, I believe. Yeah, there's a guy who, I don't know. It's like I'm. I do consider myself a geek, and and there are times when I just go on about some comic or some creator, but it always seems every time I talk to Randy, he's like, yeah, he just loves. Loves eats this stuff up for a living. You got to get more passionate people, because when it comes down to it, us working on comics, that's passion projects, and I just spit on the page. Passion projects. Peter Palmiotti. Spit everywhere for everyone. All right. So I'm going to leave this here. That's a little bit of what it is shaping up to look like. Yeah, I'll check the length of the video afterwards and see how long I went. And this is a wrap for day 70. So yes, Abiel Parsons, Dave Hingley, Matthew Enstrom. Please go check out the channel, subscribe, like their videos, and tell them I sent you and that you want to see more. I'll be back again with day 71. Maybe tonight, definitely tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably be rocking out some shorter videos. And yeah, I should be upgrading before my 100 days is over. With camera and lighting. And I also plan to make a lot of new artwork to sell, and already have some artwork to sell. So we'll see if I'm not sure where I'm going to do that, but I'll let you know. All right, take care, everybody. Love y'all, and please like this video, share it with your friends, that sort of thing. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you again soon.